We live? All right, we're live. Well, welcome to another edition of the E3 show where we educate, equip, and empower our members and entrepreneurs all over the country. I have a special guest with me, not in studio today, but from Missouri. Is it cold in Missouri right now?
Raining.
It's raining in Missouri. So I have Ashleah Burkeen with me today, and she is our regional partner there. She's been a member for how long, Ashleah? You've been a member? 3 years with Master Networks. And man, I'm going to tell you, Ashleah and I have become good friends over the years. And she has really stepped up as a leader in that region and really just a leader around the country for us with Master Networks. And I couldn't think of a better person to have on to talk about all of the goodies that Master Networks has for its members and folks coming on board. So Ashleah, welcome.
Thanks.
Anything you want to, anything you want to tell anybody out there before we get started about you? What do they need to know about Ashleah?
Oh gosh, I'm so weird, but I embrace it. It makes me fun. So if you haven't met me yet, I'm the weirdo running or jumping down the hallway at Connect that you'll meet. So
yeah. And they will meet you at Connect. So we'll talk about Connect, I'm sure. Today we will talk about it, but Ashleah will be at Connect. So let's jump in. We've got a lot to talk about today. It's going to be jam-packed of information. So here's what I'll tell you guys. First, grab a pen and paper because it's going to be like drinking through a fire hose, but it's kind of impossible not to do this show any other way because of so many resources and tools we have. So we're going to be talking first. We're just going to jump right in and talk about how do we jumpstart our membership as a Master Networks member, whether you're brand new to Master Networks or you have been with us for a while. I guarantee you there's a tool or resource that you're not utilizing. And today we're going to talk about all the tools and resources. But first of all, Ashleah, we talk about how Master Networks is much more than a meeting. We talk about that a lot. And the reality is that is a fact. It's not a fluffy saying that we have here at Master Networks. And I have experienced that so many times. In fact, I tell folks that our chapters are the foundation for everything else that we do, but they are not the reason generally that people are a part of Master Networks. So Ashleah, why is Master Networks more than a meeting to you?
I think you guys will see if you follow me on Facebook and some other members, you'll see us throw out that word tribe. I really do think it's like your tribe. It gets lonely at the top, and sometimes we all struggle in business. We don't have anybody to kind of connect with on that. And your Master Networks tribe are those people for you. So building that relationship, I think, is huge. And I always say, I know if I broke down the side of the road that I would call my Master Networks tribe before I'd call my sister, because they would show up for me.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
So yeah, there's that relationship piece.
So we actually had, I don't remember where the member was, but they had a baby. And the story was the member's wife had a baby, and the Master Networks chapter members called him before his family members called him to congratulate him. So it's true. I mean, we're building family all over the country, and it's not this fluffy word. It's truly a thing. And that's the thing that we're very proud of course. And that's the thing that there's no other company out there that has done as good of a job at that as we have. And so it's much more than a meeting. We're going to talk about some of the tools and resources today, all the tools and resources of how it's more than a meeting. So let's jump right in. So Ashleah, so many tools and resources. I'm going to go through kind of a laundry list of them and give some examples. The first thing is the back office. And so our back office is really your member portal. It's where your chapter resources are. So your PowerPoints to run your chapters, your training tidbit handouts, your training handouts, all of the things you need to run a chapter leadership, and then your member portal. So if you want to change your credit card, do all those kinds of things, there is a ton of information in the back office. And so just like any of these resources, if you haven't logged into the back office yet, please log in. That's a perk of your membership, part of your membership, and hop around there. There's so many resources. Anything you want to comment on with the back office itself, Ashleah?
Yeah, there's a cool resource in the back office where you can share a commercial via email. And it's real easy to kind of put in their information and get that sent via email. And then there's also, for the people that love like snail mail in the back office, there's also a resource back there where you can print out and add their names and dates that you're sending the letter and the name of your chapter, and snail mail that to businesses and individuals. So that they, you know, they can maybe be invited as a guest to come out. And a lot of people miss that back there because it's kind of back in the corner. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And right now too, there is some videos and announcements and things like that on the back office. So go in there. As we're kind of retooling our technology, we'll have better ways to get announcements out. But the back office does have announcements in there right now. Direct Track. It's our tool to track our results. I mean, we talk about, and once we get into later on talking about how do we take it to the next level, we'll talk about that a little bit. But Direct Track is not just a tool that you use with Master Networks to track your referrals, your ROI, your face-to-faces, your attendance. It's to everything we do in our meetings is to train us as business owners on tracking, reporting, and things like that. So it's an amazing tool. It's a directory of sense where you can connect with other members across the country. You have to use Direct Track. I mean, there's just no way around it. So use Direct Track. It's a powerful tool, and it's fun. Don't look at it as a tool where you have to use it because you have to track this and your president's telling you you need to do this. Use it because it's fun. I know a lot of our chapters around the country have set ROI goals. And so in order to figure out where you're at with your ROI, you have to track your numbers. And so make it fun to track everything in Direct Track. Ashleah, you want to comment on anything with Direct Track?
I mean, just that he's right about the ROI competition, and you guys are training them to track and Direct Track so that they get in the habit of tracking their numbers if they aren't already. So make sure you use that for a resource for them. But the ROI is always fun, and I think that's a good way to get them going if they're not kind of tracking yet. Is do some kind of ROI goal for the year, and then they'll want to track it because they'll maybe want to have better ROI than the chapter next to them, right?
Yes, so. Yes. Master Networks University, my gosh, the information and resources in Master Networks University. We are so blessed as a company to have the folks that we have that have designed some of our training, created our training, like Chaz and Dave Jenks and Sarah Bungie and Elizabeth Carnegie now working on some of that. And so Master Networks University, for you guys that haven't utilized Master Networks University, that is a 24/7 online training resource that has videos and handouts. And it's not just business training, it's chapter training, leadership training, you name it, it's there. And I don't know about you guys, but I love to watch videos when I'm training. I'm not a big like read a handout type of guy, but it's back there. So however it is that you learn, it's back there. So the joke is that you can be learning in your jammies, right, in your pajamas, because it is 24/7. It's part of your membership. So again, the membership is way beyond the chapter meeting, right? And so that $49.95 investment you make each month, or that annual membership investment that you make every month, these are all part of your membership and part of the resources. Master Networks University, Ashleah, anything you want to say about that, how you're using it? Or
I mean, I use it, just use it. You guys really just have to use it. I mean, You'll realize how awesome it is once you get back there and kind of dive in, but it's just going to take you taking the time out to actually use that resource because it's a phenomenal one.
Yeah, and we have our calls are recorded and put in there and things like that. So there's a lot of resources back there. It's a great tool also. I know, Ashleah, you and I have talked about this in the past. It's a great tool if you're sitting with somebody that wants to know more about Master Networks. Pull up Master Networks University, because I guarantee you there's no other networking company that has that. And they will be wowed and go, wow, that's actually part of my membership. Yes, that is part of your membership. There's tools and resources like Master Networks University that you're paying way more than $49.95 a month for just that piece. So anyway, get into Master Networks University. It's a great resource. Books. So if you guys haven't read 5+1, this is like, so if you don't have or read 5+1, and this is like going to church without a Bible. Like, you need this. This is your Bible for your business. It's really, I mean, it is. It's like the tools and resources and the training tidbits, a lot of them come from this. It's very easy disciplines. They're business disciplines. We teach you also how to network with the master skill in here. But just a great book. Get yourself a copy of this. Also, Now Make Good, which is another book Chaz Wilson wrote, and more on the personal growth aspect. And then we have the Luck Book. These are all books that are available, by the way, in our store, which I'm going to talk about in a second. The Luck Book is a collaboration of a few authors that have written stories about their lives based on, is there really any truth in what luck is? So a great book. And then the Training Tidbit book, you can purchase these. These are great tools also if you are sitting in front of somebody that is looking to join Master Networks, show them our Training Tidbits. I think there's 2 years of training in here. It's a great tool to utilize to go back to, especially if you're a book person and like to read your training in the book. All the Training Tidbits are in there. And Ashley, I know you have copies of all of these, probably several copies of all of these, right?
Yeah, I do.
Anything on the books? I mean, they make great gifts, also.
Great gift, like 5+1. My book looks like a directory. I have like multiple colored tabs, so I can use it as a reference. It's great. Corey, didn't you write something in the Luck Book that you're being humble about right now?
I was an author in the Luck Book after some intense persuasion by Chaz. I did write a section in there, and I'm happy I did it. But there's some powerful stories in that Luck Book, so get yourself a copy of it, and you'll enjoy it. You really will, and you'll learn from it. So thank you. What else? My gosh, so many things. So our social media. This is where I think a lot of folks miss the boat too, because from an HQ standpoint, we're always trying to deliver messages the best way we possibly know how to hit everybody, because everybody likes to receive information in different ways. We're always working to improve that. But social media is a big way for us to send out messages, information, and content. So Facebook, we have a YouTube channel that you guys have to go to, because I know I get the question a lot. Look, I'm talking to somebody about Master Networks, or I'm looking for a testimonial, or I'm looking for a show, or whatever it is. All of that is on YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel. It's just go into YouTube and search Master Networks. It will come up. It's a great resource. I said Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those things. We're putting messages out and information and content out to the world. But get on there and get engaged. And also, I'm encouraging you to share that information with others. Tag other folks when you're in your meetings. Utilize Facebook. Do Facebook Lives. Take pictures, things like that. It's important. So social media is a big tool and resource that a lot of people don't take advantage of there. And I know Ashley does. Ashley's a big Facebook Live, really good at that, and really good at promoting the brand of Master Networks in the Missouri region and beyond with social media. You do a great job with that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add with that?
Use that as a resource to post on your page to let people know what Master Networks is about. And one of my favorite parts that HQ has made for the videos is, they have this great art of making a video 1 or 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes tops, where all the other inspirational videos on YouTube are like 7, 8, 9 minutes. Master Networks has found this art of getting right to the point and being powerful in a couple minutes. And so I use that a lot to post on my page because people don't know about Master Networks until they know about it. So it's just one way to pique interest in those short videos.
All right, I'm going to take just a quick break here. For anybody that just jumped on or wasn't on in the beginning, I'm with Ashleah Burkeen, our regional partner in the Missouri region there. And we're chatting about all of the tools and resources and how to take your Master Networks experience to the next level. Ricardo, we have any comments or questions okay. So Victoria said face-to-face gifts. Yeah. The books are all great. They're gifts for face-to-faces for sure. What else? Brad's here. Hey, Brad from the Gulf Coast region. And of course, Victoria said you are her bestie. So I'm sure you guys are excited to meet each other at Connect.
Yeah, we're best friends and have never met. Can you imagine?
Jeannie's watching from St. Louis. Hey, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie.
Corey, Brad. Our top fans are all on right now. Hey, Victoria. All right, cool. Let's keep moving because we have a lot. We're almost to the end here, but the store, so Master Network store is a great place. We've put a lot of apparel. It's not just an apparel store. Let me just say that. It is a resource store. You can get the books there. Pretty much anything we're talking about right now. There's courses on there, additional courses if you're looking for more training. We're going to talk about the Mastery Group in a minute here, the Mastery Group on there. So there's a lot of resources. The blog, we have a blog. So if you didn't know it, we have a blog and we also have guest writers on the blog. So that goes out and you can access that. I'm going to tell you where to access all of this information. I know you're probably thinking, where do I get all this stuff? We have an incredible podcast called Connect, Share, Prosper that Chaz does every single week. That's Monday at 12 noon. And he has some incredible guests on there. And you can go back and watch, obviously, the previous episodes. A lot of them are some of our keynotes that we're going to have at Connect. So you can kind of start to build a connection reference. Events, my gosh, events. So obviously Connect is coming up. We just talked about Connect. You can still get tickets. We have a couple left, but please get your tickets today. Regional events are a big piece of what we do also. So Ashleah, I know you just had a regional event. Why don't you tell everybody about the event you just had?
Oh, it was so good. I mean, Chaz always has that effect on people whenever he comes into the region. He really is good at that. But they were so like honed in on what he had to say and the training. And afterwards, even like once he left, I think it just kind of carried on through their chapters and they were excited and more people want to go to Connect because they were like, well, gosh, I missed it. I can't miss it. I got to get down there and be around these people. So, I mean, it was a great event. You guys, if they have them in your region, you need to attend them because I mean, you're just missing out on good quality stuff if you don't. So.
Yeah, and we're going to have more and more regional events, workshops, things like that. You did a phenomenal job promoting your event, getting your folks there, and then just being such a welcoming host to it. And getting the word out is half the battle sometimes, but you did a great job at that, and it was a success. Like you said, I know Chaz just did a workshop in Lubbock, Texas. So that's a kind of a newer area for us. We just launched a chapter there. And they had 80 people in the room at this business workshop. And that's a regional event. So more and more of these regional events, not just the trainings, but I know a lot of you are having social events also. Those are super important. Also another great tool to invite people to. If you're getting the message right now, there is much more than just the meeting. So all of these events and more to come down the road. So we're looking at doing obviously more and more of those. Connect is coming up in a month, and we're making final plans and final arrangements and things like that, but it's not too late. Ashleah mentioned that she's renting a bus and all her people are coming by bus. How long of the drive is that for you?
9.5 hours.
9.5 hours. And how many people do you have coming right now? Do you know?
So we have 17 that are already registered for Connect. And I was at a chapter this morning and I think we'll have 2 more signed up this afternoon. So
that's awesome. So you'll have 20 people there. I'm guaranteeing it. You'll have 20 people there.
Kids. 3 kids too.
And 3 kids. Yep. And we also have a kids portion of it, a youth portion. So still you can get your tickets. And if you're afraid of flying for some reason, I don't know why you would be, but if you're afraid of flying, drive. You can drive. You could rent a bus and come as a group and make it fun. It's going to be awesome. Will fit you in. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And then I think the last resource that we don't talk about enough is other chapters and other members throughout the country. You know, I think the networking world mindset before Master Networks was, I have a chapter or I have a group and we meet and this is what it is. So if I have 10 or 15 people in my chapter or 25 or 30 or 40 or whatever that number is, that is my network. Master Networks does not look at it like that. In fact, we encourage you to go to other chapters. And that is another resource for you, other chapters, other members. And we're trying to create a network. And we're not trying. I mean, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're creating a network around the country where somebody like Ashleah can go on to Direct Track and she can connect with someone in Colorado that's a member, probably in her industry if she's looking to send a referral, and know that they have the same culture. And so that's the goal here, is to build a huge network of people. And essentially, we're building our own economy in essence, right? So, like, why don't you touch on that? Because I know that you've done a great job of that and encouraging your folks in your region to connect, and you're connecting across the country also.
Yeah. So in our region, I don't want it to be like this chapter versus that chapter. Now, do they have healthy competition when it comes to ROI and first one to 25? Absolutely. But I mean, we sistered recently at our President's Council meeting, we just sistered 3 chapters together, which means they'll have their monthly social event together. So they'll intermingle that way. And then you can invite guests out to meet different members from different chapters, see what our culture is, see how we jive well together. And then they get to pick where their best fit is, right? For the people that they meet from the happy hours. We also do stuff like charities with each other. If you have a trivia night in your business, we call it Tribe Time, where we'll send out a text in our group meet and we'll say, all right, Tribe Time, let's support this person. If that means donating money or attending the events for them. So we want to make sure that we're backing up and supporting each other, because that's what a tribe does. And in return, it's building this culture here that everybody just loves everybody. And I think we're besties over here in Missouri. So.
You guys are. You guys are. There's definitely there's a feeling in that region of the family, and it's not something fluffy. Like it's a true experience. When somebody comes into a chapter, they can tell that it's a family. And I always tell people that people are joining Master Networks because of the experience they feel when they're in the room. And if you can't create that experience and you wonder why people aren't joining your chapter, take a hard look at the family environment, the feeling that people get when they come into that chapter. And that could be a big part of it, because all of the tools and resources, the training, all the things we've talked about today are definitely benefits of being a member of Master Networks. But ultimately, it's the experience of someone coming into a chapter, sitting through a meeting, loving what they hear and see in the aspect of the people that are connecting, and they want to be part of the people in that community, and the training and everything adds to it. So well said, Ashleah. You guys are doing a great job. So go out, network with your other chapters and other regions, reach out to other regions and see what they're doing to grow their chapters and different things they're doing. So thank you. Okay, so again, our show today is with Ashleah Burkeen from Missouri, and we're getting ready to wrap up. But one of the things that I mentioned in the beginning is that a lot of members love the chapter meetings, they love their face-to-faces, they're getting ROI, but they're at the next step kind of with their business where they are looking for more training, coaching, mentoring, things like that, and they really they don't know that actually Master Networks has a next level for them. And so I want to talk about that. And one of the reasons I wanted to have Ashleah on today is because she is a member of the Mastery Group, or 5+1 Mastery Group Coaching Program. And she was one of our first members. And that is something that is next level, other than just the training you're getting in your chapters. There's a lot of reasons why it was created and why Chaz sat down and said, I want to create this. But one of the reasons was to create community of entrepreneurs at a high level that they're looking to take that next step in their business and whatever that is. And Ashleah won this cool award last year. So Ashleah and Ryan, so her and her husband, I don't know if you guys can see that. Is it backwards? It's probably backwards. No, it isn't. Can you see it? Okay, cool. Yeah. So we give these awards out. Ashleah, that award specifically was for $100,000 or more earned through Master Networks in that mastery coaching program. And we give those awards out every single year at Connect. So if you're watching this right now, you might be getting, and you're part of the mastery program, you might be getting an award this year. Who knows? I don't know, but you might be. But what is the mastery program? Well, the cool thing is while I can't give you all of the details today on what specifically you're going to get out of the mastery program, we have a huge opportunity. Let's see. Gotcha. Okay. We have a huge opportunity coming up on March 20th at 11 o'clock Central Time. And that opportunity is for anyone that registers. There's a link we actually put in the comments. So go to the link. It's a special invitation for you to be part of a mastery call. And it's free. No charge to it, but you need to register to be part of it. And what you'll get to see is the community they're building. You'll get to meet the head coach. So you get to meet our head coach with the mastery program. And then they're also going to take you through a kind of a sample training. So you get a feel for what those calls are like. And so they have a weekly call, and you'll get to be a part of that week's call. So again, March 20th, you'll have to go to the link in the description and see what does it mean to take your business to the next level and get to meet those folks that are in that mastery coaching program. And this is the cool book you guys get when you join them. I mean, look at the resources in this thing. I mean, you get one of these books as being a part of the program too. So Ashleah, I'm going to let you tell a little bit of your story with the mastery program, because you have just really owned that. You guys have been intentional about it. What has it done for your life?
I mean, I think it totally changed our business. I think it's being a part of it has saved our business at points of it. It's let us know the next direction to go. I think when we fell on hard times, if we wouldn't have had mastery, it would have been even more difficult. We are big in Master Networks. Obviously, we go to our meetings, we read the books, we go to the Connect, we attend the seminars. But something that's different about mastery is that it's every single week, and it's that next level of your business that sometimes we aren't even aware that we need to know about, like the minute stuff, like the mission and vision statement for your business and how that's set up appropriately, how to hire the correct people to look for when you're hiring, like just minute stuff that you think would just be easy, that you don't realize how much time it really takes to do that correctly in your business. So, mastery, we had a really bad situation that happened over the last summer. And if you know me, you've heard this story a million times, but I think that's relatable, where we thought our business was going to go under. And if it wasn't us being involved in mastery and having the answers and having a resource to ask questions about what are we supposed to do, I think that it would have been a different outcome for us. So not only that, the trainings are amazing, the coaches are phenomenal, but the people in the group, the support that they give you is like that of the support you get in your chapter, but it's nationwide. Yep. So, and they have their own stories to tell that help you pick yourself up by your bootstraps and go to the next level too. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's been really cool to watch the community you guys have built. And to your point, it wasn't necessarily, I mean, the tools and resources and training you got from mastery was important, but when you guys are going through difficult times, you want to be surrounded by those other folks that, I love the vulnerability in that group. I love the vulnerability of people being able to share their, it's like a safe place for you to be able to share like we say that chapters are a safe place to learn and grow. Well, mastery is like the next level of a safe place for you to learn, grow. You all are going to make mistakes as you grow, and you're going to have others around you that have made those similar mistakes. And then you're going to have an opportunity to add value to somebody else's life where you made a mistake. Because at some point, I guarantee you, Ashley, if it hasn't happened already, you're going to run into somebody that's going through something very similar to what you and Ryan went through, and you're going to be able to give back because of that, and because of the mastery program that connected you two together. And so it's just an incredible opportunity to take everything to the next level and be a part of that, that group. So in the comments, I see Victoria's tagging a bunch of people. So if you know somebody and you're watching this right now, tag them and register, use the link to register to be a part of that call where you can listen and hear more about what that mastery group is going to be and meet those folks. Anything else on the mastery program that you want to share? Why they should be a part of it?
I mean, you just should be a part of it. Ryan and I have made a firm decision that if it came down to, which it won't because mastery has helped us be super successful, but if it came down to paying a car payment or paying for mastery, we would choose mastery and carpool and use one vehicle here. I mean, it's that life-changing for your business, you guys. And you hear Corey and Chaz and everybody, all the leaders say, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. I promise you, the outcome is way bigger than any investment you could ever make. So
that's so true. And we talk about that with Connect too. Sometimes people will say, well, the tickets are X or whatever. Like that's an investment you're making in yourself. And if you could make an investment and go to Connect or make an investment, and yes, here's the thing, you're going to get tons of training through mastery. But if you can make an investment in mastery or Connect and you can be there, what if the one person that you needed to meet is part of mastery? What if the one person you needed to meet is at Connect and you don't make that investment? Trust me, the couple $100 you're going to spend on Connect is worth it. And the investment you're going to make on mastery is worth it if it could change your life, because the revenue will come down the road because of those things.
Yep, absolutely.
So I appreciate you, and I appreciate you sharing your story a little bit. I think that helps people put perspective on what mastery is. And again, encouraging you to jump on and be a part of that free call. It's a free call. Just be a part of it, and don't miss out on that opportunity. Any comments? Any questions? Okay, looks like we have some comments. Just no more questions, which is fine. I know this was a ton of information, so people are probably still taking notes, which is why there's no questions. But look, moral of the story is there's a ton of tools and resources that we provide that make this experience for you guys more than a meeting. It's much more than a meeting. It's the community, it's the tools, it's the resources, and that small investment you make monthly or annually in being a part of this community much is a lot less than the benefits you're getting back from it. Masternetworks.com is our main website. Every single thing that I talked about today, you can access through masternetworks.com. You can become a member. You can log into Direct Track. You can log into MNU. You can access the blog. You can access the podcast. You can find stuff about mastery. So go on to masternetworks.com. It's your number one resource. You'll be able to connect to everything through there. If you want to get a hold of Ashleah, guess where you can find Ashleah? It's not a trick question. Direct Track. Log into Direct Track and you can find Ashleah. Send her a message. She'd be happy, I'm sure, to help you out in any way. She's very giving, and I'm sure you can tell that from the call today. Looking forward to seeing you at Connect. It's literally like, how many days away are we? I don't even know. Like top 3 takeaways from Mastery. Oh, she wants to know. So Victoria wants to know your top 3 takeaways from Mastery. She's putting you on the spot.
Oh gosh, just 3.
Yeah, just 3.
The community, the consistency that it brings. I mean, I can't really pinpoint stuff because it's every single week, right? So community, consistency, and I don't know. I think the coaches. I think that the coaches. You have some quality coaches that come in. Michael Trithart is phenomenal, next to none, probably. So I think those are probably my biggest takeaways. I wish I could be more detailed, but there's so much, right? So you'll just have to be on that call on the 20th to check it out yourself.
Yeah. So Gary's on. Hey, Gary. So Gary LaRue here in our Texas North regional partner said, Mastery will take you and your business to another level.
Yes.
So, and also reach out to Gary because Gary's been a part of our Mastery group. If you want to get any information or hear another testimonial about Mastery, he's a great one because not only has Gary used the Mastery to help them with their business, so him and Dana have a business, but the business of Master Networks, North Texas. I don't know if you guys have seen, and I don't know where they're at today, and I'm embarrassed that I don't know because I should be tracking that, but it's been a crazy morning. They are close, if not over 1,000 members in their region right now, 1,000 members in their region. And he will tell you that the Mastery program has helped them get to that place. So thank you guys for joining us. Ashleah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Go check out masternetworks.com. Share this, please, because there's somebody out there that needs to hear this or see this recording. So go share it with someone. And we just appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Again, get your Connect tickets. It's not too late. We want to see you guys in a month. And that's all I got. It was a great show. I appreciate, again, Ashleah, you being with us. And any last words? Any last words of advice?
Of advice?
Yeah, advice for our Master Networks members that are watching.
You guys really embrace each other. That's all I got to say. Like, just embrace each other. If there's somebody in your chapter that you don't know yet, you need to know them. So schedule face-to-face and embrace them in their business, and they'll do the same back.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone that watched today and listened. And we will talk to you again in a month. Till then, have a great rest of your day and the rest of your week. And we'll see you later.